Hey friends, Michaela here from HeartScapes Reiki. Just wanted to jump on here and share a bit of an update and a little preview for something that's coming up that I'm really excited to share with you all. So as many of you know, in addition to sharing insights and teachings from the system of Reiki here on social media, I also offer folks a comprehensive Reiki education in my space, HeartScapes Reiki Academy. There, we provide a deep dive into the system of Reiki, taught from its Japanese origins through the main 3 levels of Reiki and through a variety of special topics classes and community experiences. And a couple of years ago, I dramatically changed the format through which I offer this comprehensive Reiki education, transitioning from the more typical weekend class model to a full year program that walks folks through a spacious, strong, customizable, and very beautiful container for taking that deep dive into this system of practice, first and foremost as a system of practice for self-healing, to become grounded, spacious, connected, to live a life within which we remember ourselves, and then sharing that out with others in ways that feel right to each person. It was a big decision making this transition, totally changing the structure within which I provide my work. And honestly, it was one of the best decisions I ever made. We're now 3 cohorts in, and it has been a really powerful and amazing experience, shifting to this more powerful, more spacious, longer container. If you want to know a little bit more about why I made that choice and some of the details about that choice, I made a video about it a little while back. I'll put the link to that down below. We're now approaching the launch of our 4th cohort, which normally would launch in January. But the update that I wanted to share is that we've made some changes to the structure of the program that includes changing the start date of the program. So if you were looking out for a January launch, it is actually going to now start in March. And the reason for that is that now that we're 3 cohorts into this new program, it's not exactly new anymore. And we've had the opportunity to reflect on what's really strong and powerful about the program, and to look at places where we can make improvements, to take feedback from the folks who have traveled through this journey already, and to use that feedback to improve, to strengthen, to deepen this program. And that was a really, just really inspiring process to see what worked well, what needed to be shifted, and how we could draw on the experiences that people have had so far in the program to make it better for those who will come after. And so I'm going to make another video that goes in much more comprehensive depth into all of the elements of that program. Basically, it'll be updating the version of that I made back when we started the year program, and just describes, these changes and also all of the elements of the program. But here and now, the 2 main changes that I want to make you aware of, especially for any of those of you who are considering the program and we're looking out for our launch, is that number 1, we will be launching in March instead of January. And the program will now be a 9-month program instead of a 12-month program. One of the strongest pieces of feedback that we received was that while we were looking to make a very spacious container for walking through the whole system of Reiki, that a full year was perhaps a little bit too spacious, and that tightening it up a little bit would benefit the momentum and the consistency and just the overall experience. So various changes were made to accommodate that shortening. Nothing was lost, so you'll get all of the same content. It's just distributed in a bit of a different way. So video will be upcoming that goes into that in much more depth, but I just wanted to give you all a heads up, plant a little seed in your mind and your heart if this is something you've been considering, or perhaps you've never heard of it before and this is your first exposure, and perhaps you will begin to consider it now. Of course, I welcome you to reach out to me with any questions. Be very happy to discuss it in any depth with anybody The website has been totally revised to reflect these adjustments. And so if you check out the page on HeartScapes Reiki Academy, 9-month program, that will be fully updated, and registration, at least for the waiting list, is open now. We will formally open registration in January, in the new year, but I just wanted to start dropping some seeds in the fall, which is the perfect time to drop seeds so they can go into the soil, they can hibernate, they can absorb water and nutrients, they can begin to prepare themselves to open and to emerge in the springtime. So, some seeds of interest for the HeartScapes Reiki Academy 9-month program, your deep dive for a comprehensive Reiki education in the Japanese origins of this amazing, beautiful system of practice that helps us to live lives that are grounded, spacious, connected, and that help us to remember ourselves. I look forward to being in conversation with you and perhaps seeing you on the journey soon. Thanks so much for listening. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.